cold's biting, Rogers Place is buzzing, and man, tonight that blue and orange blood's about to boil. 3 explosive storylines are shaking not just the Edmonton Oilers, but the whole NHL. We've got a rookie breaking barriers. A signing that might turn into a secret weapon. And serious pressure on the guy guarding our net. Every twist in these stories is going to hit Oil Country right in the heart. You ready to feel every shift like you're out there on the ice yourself? You won't believe what we've got today. So grab your seat, drop a like, let's get right into it. The crowd was still roaring when Noah Philp glided across the ice with the calm of a guy who's dreamed of this exact moment for years. And no exaggeration, time seemed to stop when that puck hit the back of the net. A kid once forgotten by the system, undrafted, overlooked, finally etched his name into history as the 418th player to score a goal for the Edmonton Oilers. It's the kind of story that hits home for every fan because it's pure grit, patience, and belief. That game against the Canucks was tight, tense, full of back-and-forth action until Philp. With that instinct, only determined players have read the play like a vet. A puck recovery in the defensive zone, a quick rush with Kapanen on, a perfect give and go, and boom. The roar of that goal shook the place. Thatcher Demko didn't even have time to flinch, and Rogers Place went absolutely nuts. It was Philp's first career goal, but it felt like the redemption of a lifetime. And think about it, Oilers fans, how many times have we seen stories like this fade before they ever really took off? Philp was never drafted. He grinded through the WHL, landed in the AL, suited up for the University of Alberta, and almost hung up his skates for good. In 2023 to 24, he even stepped away from hockey to focus on academics. For most players, that's the end of the road. But not for him. This comeback wasn't just physical. It was mental, emotional, spiritual. He came back determined to prove he still belonged on NHL ice. Behind the scenes in Bakersfield, signs were there. Philp was growing, sharpening his reads, building endurance, and when coach Chris Konopluk gave him a real shot, he grabbed it with both hands. Reports from practice said he was the last guy off the ice, tweaking angles, repeating shots over and over, the kind of dedication that pushes everyone around him to be better. That goal meant way more than a number on the stat sheet. The entire locker room lit up. McDavid and Draisaitl were the first to jump him, celebrating like it was a playoff game winner. That reaction says a lot about where this team's culture is at. Every individual win is feeding the bigger picture, strengthening the bond in that room. And here's the tactical side. Philp might just be what the fourth line's been missing. His ability to move through all 3 zones without losing composure is gold for a team chasing consistency beyond its superstars. With Kapanen and Mangiapane starting to click, the Oilers' secondary offense might finally have some real spark. But beyond strategy, it was pure emotion. Every fan watching that game felt it. That pride of seeing someone rise against the odds. A reminder that in hockey, just like in life, it's not about how many times you're benched, but how hard you fight to come back. And the best part? This might just be the beginning. With his confidence growing and the ice officially broken, Philp could become a key name in the Oilers' rotation. And as the city celebrates this moment, one question hangs in the air. Are we witnessing the birth of another blue and orange hero? Jack Roslovic showed up in Edmonton quietly. No headlines, no fireworks. Just a guy with that look in his eye. The one that says he knows this is the biggest opportunity of his career. While some saw him as a depth piece in free agency, he saw something else here. A team with real ambition and a locker room that breathes competition. And let's be real, when a skilled player takes less money just to be where the fire burns hottest, you know something special might be cooking? That 1 year, $1.5 million deal looks simple at first glance. But dig deeper, and it's layered with pressure and intrigue. Roslovic has got a no-move clause until November, meaning no waivers, no trades, no demotions. He's got a golden ticket to prove himself, and every second on the ice counts. It's a short window. But the perfect setup for a player out to silence his critics right away. Word is he turned down bigger offers elsewhere. Why? Because he wanted more than money. He wanted purpose. And in Edmonton, that purpose has a name. offensive depth. The team needed a forward who can flex between center and right wing, bridging the intensity of the top lines with the structure of the bottom six. That's exactly what Konoplo believes Roslovic can deliver, and it could shift the whole roster dynamic. But here's the twist. The Oilers are tight against the cap. To stay compliant, someone will need to be sent down before November 1st, and it can't be Roslovic. That creates pressure, but also opportunity. If he proves himself indispensable, showing that blend of speed, discipline, and puck control that stood out in Columbus and Winnipeg, the staff will move heaven and earth to keep him in the lineup. From day one of camp, Roslovic has made an impression. Fast, focused, vocal. Veterans have noticed. And there's something poetic about it. A guy who was skating alone weeks ago, now sharing the ice with McDavid and Draisaitl. He's not just fighting for minutes. He's fighting for respect. And his rise could trigger a domino effect. If Roslovic locks in, the Oilers gain a tactical weapon tailor-made for tight games. A player who reads the ice well, executes cleanly, and creates quick transitions might be exactly what this team's been missing. Fans are starting to notice. The chatter on forums and socials is all about how he fits, and he's got that compete level. And that's how stories start in Edmonton quietly, through hard work and with that glint in the eye that says, "You haven't seen anything yet." But if you think that was bold, hang on, because the next storyline hits a nerve. The Oilers' net might be in trouble. Stuart Skinner is living through perhaps the most critical stretch of his career with the Oilers. The whole situation feels straight out of a movie. A goalie once seen as a cornerstone who carried the team through long stretches now finds himself on thin ice, under the weight of numbers that don't lie and a clock that won't stop ticking. TSN's Ryan Reshog didn't mince words. Skinner's on the clock. The team won't hesitate to make a move if he doesn't show clear improvement soon. Skinner's story has had high points, like when he was a Calder Trophy finalist and made the all-rookie team, but the lows have been just as sharp. His save percentage has dropped over the past few seasons, and the cracks have shown even more in the playoffs. The image that sticks for a lot of fans is from the finals against the Florida Panthers, where the gap in goaltending felt painfully clear. So yeah, the pressure's sky high. With Stan Bowman now pulling the strings, there's no room for prolonged slumps. The message is clear. Either Skinner finds his form and steadies the net, or the team will look elsewhere fast. To push things further, a new goaltending coach has been working with him, tweaking mechanics and positioning over the off-season. Small changes that could save his season, or prove it's time to move on. That recent game against Calgary was the wake-up call no one wanted, but everyone saw coming. Poor reads. It's a soft goal, that unsettling sense of uncertainty. The response? For the matchup against Vancouver, the Oilers went with Calvin Pickard instead. That's not just a tactical choice, it's a message. Strategically, this goes beyond one game. For a team built to chase the Stanley Cup, the crease has to be locked down. Opponents won't let up, and every lost percentage point in saves is a crack in the armor. Skinner has to show he's not just capable, but clutch. The kind of goalie who steals games when it matters most. Fans are split. Some say he's earned patience, pointing to his past heroics. Others think waiting too long could cost the team big. The debate's everywhere. Everyone knows the next start could define his future. And as the tension builds, one question looms large. Is this Skinner's last shot as the Oilers starter? If it is, he's fighting not just the opponents across the ice, but the ticking clock behind him, Philp. Roslovic, Skinner, 3 names, 3 stories. All tied by the same thread that defines the Edmonton Oilers. Fight, opportunity, and pressure. We've seen a rookie turn years of waiting into a moment of magic. A newcomer betting on himself to reignite his career. And a starter facing the toughest battle of his life. These aren't just headlines, they're chapters in a season that could define this franchise's future. So tell me, Oil Country, which of these stories will shape our destiny? Drop a comment, share it around, and let's live every second of this ride together.